Hello and good morning to all of you. This is Engineer Amanullah, and in today's video, I will explain how to develop schedule using PrimaVera P6. We will know almost all the things about developing a schedule. To do this, when I open my PrimaVera software, I will come to this window. Now I want to develop a schedule of a 25 by 50 house, which will be ground floor plus first floor plus Mamti. In ground floor there will be two rooms, and on first floor there will be two rooms. On both ground floor and first floor there will be a drawing room and a kitchen, and on a rooftop there will be a servant quarter which will include one room and a washroom, attached washroom, and a small kitchen. So this will be layout of the house. Now I want to develop schedule for this layout. To develop schedule, now I am in the project window in PrimaVera. I will just simply click add. Here we can see create a new project. From here I will define EPS for my project, in which department this project will exist. For me, this engineering and construction project is okay. Now 25 by 50, it is 5 Marla house 100. I want to keep this my project ID, and name of the project 25 by 50 two-story house. This will be name of my project, and start date, I want to start this project from 1st November 2022, and must finish date I will leave it here, because if I put some date here, this will create a constraint on my project. So I will leave this one. Responsible manager will be E&C manager, is responsible for all the work in engineering and construction department. So my responsible manager is E&C, or you can change it from here, but E&C is okay for me. Rate type, keep the standard rate type, or you can change from here, but usually we do standard rate. So my schedule is developed here. Now I want to create WBSs. To save time, I have already developed this schedule in Excel. So this one is project I have already defined. First level milestone. This one is first level milestone. I want to add filter here, and from here I want to filter by color. So filter I will add from here. With PrimaVera, it is mandatory that you have in-depth knowledge of Excel also. So I will filter. So this one is first level milestone, and actually this one I have defined wrong. So this is project name. This is my first level milestone. So I will filter by color. These three are my first level milestone. Now these I will define in PrimaVera. I will open this project. This is my project 5 Marla house 1001, and project name is two-story house, 25 cross 50 two-story house. I will go to WBS window. From here you can go to WBS window. On first level there are 3 milestones. You can move milestone to left, right, up and down from these buttons. From here milestone construction and closing. These are 3 first level milestone. WBSs. Now I will further divide these WBSs. In construction there will be mobilization. Basement, there is no basement in this house. Ground floor, first floor and roof floor. So in construction there will be mobilization, ground floor, first floor and roof floor. Mobilization, ground floor, first floor and roof floor. Clear filters. Now on each floor there will be further WBSs, civil works, MEP works and finishing works. 3 WBSs on each floor. So I will develop only one floor WBSs. Civil works, MEP works, and finishing works. These 2 floor I will leave it here. I will just copy WBSs and activities from ground floor because both will be similar to first floor, and with minor changes to roof floor also. I will just check closing. In closing there is no WBS. Now I will come to activities. From here we can see that WBSs are shown in a wrong manner, because here you can see that under construction there is mobilization and under ground floor there is civil works, MEP works and finishing works, but here it is not showing in the same manner To remove this bug, we will go to group and sort, and I don't want to see ID code, so I will just click here. Or if you want to see ID code, okay, now it is showing in the same manner like in WBS window. Now I will define activities. In milestone there will be two activities: start milestone and finish milestone. Now from general you can see here that both of these activities are task dependent, so we'll just change it to start milestone and this one to finish milestone. So these two activities are defined. Now I will come to construction. In construction, in mobilization, from here I will just copy the activities. In mobilization there will be erection of site office and manpower mobilization. In mobilization there are two activities. I will just copy from here. Erection of site office and manpower mobilization. So these two activities are defined. Now I will come to ground floor. In ground floor, first there will be civil works. In civil works, there will first activity will be survey and marking. Then excavation for foundation. Then I will come to ground floor. Sorry, excavation. Then there will be lean concrete. Then foundation. After foundation, then there will be backfilling if required, and after backfilling, reinforcement of walls, shuttering of wall, concrete pouring of walls, then de-shuttering and curing, this will be of walls and columns. If there is some brickwork, we will include in same. Then there is shuttering of slab, a reinforcement of slab, concrete pouring of slab, then curing of slab, de-shuttering. So what we have to do here, I have developed this schedule. I have made brickwork in a separate activity. So from here I will delete this one. Brickwork up to beam level or lintel beam. Or I will just delete this activity and brickwork in ground floor. Okay, so now I will come to MEP activities. Same, I will copy from here. Laying of electrical cables. And finishing work. In finishing work there will be plaster work, doors and choker installation, ceiling work, tile work, glass and aluminum installation, grill installation, and paint work. Paint work, paint and wallpaper work. So these are finishing activities. Now activities on ground floor, these are activities. First we will start with the survey and marking, then we will do excavation for foundation, then we will apply lean concrete or PCC, then we will make foundation. You can further this divide this activity, foundation activity, into shuttering and reinforcement and concrete pouring, de-shuttering. But to make the schedule short, I have defined foundation in one activity only. Then there will be backfilling if required, and after that, reinforcement for column will start and shuttering of uh, columns. Then concrete pouring and de-shuttering and covering. Then shuttering of slab, reinforcement of slab, and concrete pouring of slab will be done. Then covering of slab will be done, and then de-shuttering. In fact, these two you can define in one activity, covering and de-shuttering, because these two are ongoing activities simultaneously. These two activities we have to perform simultaneously. Then after that, we will have to do brickwork in ground floor. And in MEP activities, there will be plumbing pipe laying in slab, and electrical and plumbing conduits laying in slab, and cutting walls for electrical and plumbing conduits, then laying of electrical conduits in walls, then laying of plumbing conduits in walls, or laying of plumbing conduits. In finishing activity, first we will have to plaster the walls, and then we will install doors. Then we will do ceiling work. After ceiling work is completed, we will do tile work. Many people do tile work before ceiling work. Then after tile work, there will be glass and aluminium work and grill work. And after last, there will be paint and wallpaper work. First floor activities will be same. So now I will not copy these activities now into first floor. First I will sequence these activities, put duration there, then I will copy it. Now I will come to roof floor. In fact, in roof floor activities will be same. And in closing, there will be touch up paint, then there will be punch list clearance, and after punch list clearance, there will be deep cleaning of the house, and after deep cleaning, final inspection and handover. Now after that, I will assign durations. I'll make these columns smaller. So definitely start and finish milestone have zero duration. Uh, from here I will start. Survey is having 2 days, then excavation 2 days for excavation, then 2 days. 1 day for lean concrete, and then foundation will take 4 days, and backfilling will take 1 day, reinforcement of column 3 days, shuttering of column 2 days, concrete pouring in 1 day. Let's make this 4 days. This will be also 7 days. Shuttering of slab will take 3 days, 2 days, and 1 day. Covering will take 14 days. De-shuttering 1 day, and brickwork will take 4 days. Now plumbing pipe laying in slab, this will take 1 day. In fact, there are not much plumbing pipes in slab. Electrical pipe laying in slab, this will take 1 day. Cutting walls, this will take 1 day. Laying of electrical conduits in wall, this will take 1 day. And laying of plumbing conduits, this will take 1 day. Plaster work will take let's say 5 days. Doors and choker installation 6 days. Ceiling work 6 days. Tile work 4 days. Glass and aluminum work 6 days. Grills 2 days. And paint and wallpaper work 7 days. By the way, these duration you have to put from productivity sheets. Your company must have productivity sheets, like one mason and one helper can do an average 20 meter of plaster. So you will take duration from that productivity sheet, how many mason you have and how many area you have for plaster. From there you can calculate durations. Now what we will do, I will sequence activities. To sequence activities, assign predecessors. Erection of site. From mobilization, my project will be started. So predecessor of this activity will be start milestone. Then manpower mobilization predecessor will be erection of site. Then survey and marking predecessor will be manpower mobilization. After survey and marking activity will be excavation, and after excavation activity will be lean concrete. After lean concrete activity will be foundation, and after foundation activity will be backfilling, and after backfilling activity will be reinforcement of columns, and after reinforcement of column activity will be shuttering of columns, and after shuttering it will be concrete pouring, and after concrete pouring activity will be de-shuttering, and after de-shuttering activity will be shuttering of slab, and after shuttering of slab we will do reinforcement of slab, and after reinforcement of slab we will do After reinforcement of slab, we will do concrete pouring, and after concrete pouring, we will do curing, and after curing, we will do de-shuttering, and after de-shuttering, we will do brickwork. This plumbing of pipe laying, the predecessor of this will be reinforcement of column, and for electrical and plumbing conduits, predecessor will be in fact this should be electrical conduits only. Cutting of walls, for this predecessor should be brickwork. Laying, for this predecessor should be, and for this predecessor should be this one, and plaster work, predecessor should be this one, and for this predecessor should be this one, and for ceiling work predecessor should be this one, and for tile work predecessor should be this one, and for glass work predecessor should be this one, and grill work for glass work predecessor should be tile work, for tile work, and these for grill predecessor should be this, and for paint work predecessor should be this one. Now I will schedule my project from 1st November. So this one is 72 days float. This is uneven float. We will have to do something for this one. For this, if I check, or we can check it from this one. These both are open-end activities. So what I will do, I will make this one I will make some successor activities of these two. I want to make plaster work successor activities of these two, and these two ones. Now you can see float is reduced to some extent. Now what I will do, I will assign resources. To load resources, we will go to resource pool. So you can see here all resources are showing. I want to add separate resources for houses resources. HR means houses resources. These are houses resources. Houses resource. As you all know, there are three types of resources. One is labor resources, which are assigned for manpower, and other is material resource, which are assigned to material, and third one is machinery, which is assigned to machinery. So in labor resources, I will just show two types of resources: civil man hours and MEP man hours. And this I want to make it material resource. Material, and this one I want to make it machinery. So these will work 8 hours per day, and standard rate, let's say it is 50 ppr per hour, and for this let's say same 50 ppr, and material it is 100, and for machinery it is 150. This is just simple resource pool to make our project very simple, but in real time project this is not the scene. You have to define for material, you have to define many material resources, and for machinery you have to define many machinery resources, and same for man hours. Like this is my previous project. This was a mega project, $147 million project. Duration was 3 hours. So for material, I have defined all these: piling, pile cutting, excavation, form works, and unit of measure you have to define: reinforcement, lean concrete, concrete underground services, elevated concrete, concrete building, concrete paving, backfilling, fireproofing, paving tiles, piping material, UG piping, field erection, and so on. You have to, these are all commodity curves, and this you will need in your daily and weekly reporting. And same for man hour, almost there were 6 to 7 thousand working on site, which are direct man hours. So you cannot assign each by name. To simplify it, I have assigned it: civil works standard man hours, steel structure installation standard man hour, piping fabrication standard man hours, equipment and machinery installation standard man hours, electrical works standard man hours, instrumentation works standard man hours. So from here in weekly report you will get resource histograms. These are very important and a little complex in scheduling. Now we will come to our resource pool, which is very simple, just having 4 resources: 2 labor resources, and this one is machinery, which is non-labor resource. Now what we will do, come to our project. All these are civil activities. So I will assign resources, civil man hours I have assigned, and these are civil activities. Civil man hours I have assigned, and these are MEP activities. So I will assign MEP activities, and there is one excavation which I will do mechanically. So I will add the machinery here. schedule it. Now from here, you are getting cost of the project also, budget of the project also, which is 57,400. It is because uh, these rates are not real, and I have not added material resources. For example, lean concrete, foundation, backfilling, there are a lot of material resources which I have not added. And in next video sometime I will add all these resources to give you a complete budget of a project in Primavera, and how you can do on value analysis in Primavera. So after all these things are done, I will just simply copy these three, sorry, copy these three and paste it here, and activities also. And in activities, I want all these to be copied, resource assignments and all, blah 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 blah. These all I want to copy, and this first floor, and same, copy these and paste here, and this roof floor. So we can see here our schedule is almost completed. Here I will add resources here also, assign resources, civil resources. And now I will check for open-end activities. I will hide some columns. And resources also I don't want to see now. Here these three activities I don't need. And similarly, here these three activities I don't need. So assign predecessor, and no, in fact, after completion, after de-shuttering, assign predecessor, after de-shuttering, we can start reinforcement for columns. And same here, after de-shuttering, a first floor slab, we can start reinforcement. And this one, okay, so this one assign predecessor. Check for open-end activities. There must be some open-end activities. And for this one, predecessor, assign predecessor, this one, and for this one, this one. So from here, view log, from here you can get idea of your project. Schedule leveling report, this schedule, this. Activities, there are total of 79 activities, 83 relationships in progress. There is no activity in progress. Activities without predecessor, there are 2 activities without predecessor, and activities without successor, there are 2 activities without successor. Okay, so I will add successor to this one. Finish milestone will reach when work on first floor is completed, ground floor is completed, work on second floor is completed, work on third floor is completed, and final inspection is done. Now check log file. There are 50 activities. Activity with unsatisfied constraint. These activities with unsatisfied relationship, 0. Activity with external dates, 0. See how many open-end activities. There should be 2 open-end activities, start milestone and finish milestone. Activities without predecessor, start milestone and finish milestone. Activities without successor, final inspection. Okay, this should not have any successor. Paint and wallpaper. Okay, paint and wallpaper. So touch up paint you can assign. To touch up paint you can assign predecessor. When all these paints are done, you will do touch up paint. So now we log file activities without predecessor and activities without successor. There is only final activity is without successor. So schedule seems okay now. And now what you have to do, go to this resource pool. Okay, so make this in level. Now go to resource pool. If you want to make histograms, and just copy it here and go to Excel. So I want S-curve for this one or a histogram for these civil resources. I will select all these and insert pivot chart, 3D map, insert this chart. So this should be like S-curve. From here you can do resource leveling. So this I will not explain in much detail because this is related to reporting. But here we have developed a complete schedule using PrimaVera P6 of a 25 by 50 house. Hope that many things are clear. If there is any doubts in PrimaVera, you can contact me anytime. I will be happy to help you out. Thank you.